Yeah, he's right in front of you now.
Yep. Oh yeah, right there, right in front of the boat.
These are big fish coming here. Where are they going? Are they actually potentially spawning in these, shallow waters? If they're sight casting them at 60 feet, that's one of the questions I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going transatlantic?
Playing with the whiteys and catching a bunch of them was just flat out fun, and it's hard to say how many you've seen in a day. I know we caught 26 one day on spinning tackle with Bob Goodwin, and that day we probably saw at least 100.
He's right under the water. What fish was going right to your 11? I'd take a cast at him.
Got him on.
All right, go. Stays out of the water. Go.
Oh, man.
I remember Nantucket as a billfish town and a White Marlin town.
We had lunch yesterday at the beautiful Nantucket Anglers Club.
Right.
It's dripping with history. That history is generations of people who have brought their children up in a sport fishing history.
The annual tournament here was just the highlight of the summer for a lot of people, but especially the families.
We fished as a team and we fished as a family.
As a kid growing up here during that billfish tournament week, we would always go down to the weigh-ins and you'd see swordfish coming in. And then when the swordfish kind of thinned out, then it was a White Marlin tournament.
Wow. All right. I hear you. I see you.
This is a place where you would find billfish on the surface, just finned out. Just finned out cruising or balling bait, but we'd see them on the surface. You just didn't blind troll like you do in the canyons. So it was combining hunting with fishing. And it was very exciting because you see that fish get all lit up and neon-like.
Waking pretty hard. Cast it as far as you can at 12 o'clock. It's fired up. Go ahead and throw it out. That's a good cast. Leave it. He's on you. Taking a look.
And you watch him actually eat, swim around with the bait in his mouth, you see him swallow it. It's exciting.
The line went crazy for a second. Oh yeah, I got him.
You don't normally get to have a direct line to people who created a fishery.
Right.
And so much of it has been, oral history passed down, but there's so many wonderful characters and just a background to how this very unique fishery that seems to be pretty much endemic to Nantucket and, Cape Cod and the islands.
You'd be crazy not to do something there. And I was like, yeah, I think there's something there. Not just doing one satellite tag would be awesome, and the traditional tags would be great, but what if we could do more?
Pretty awesome, organic, very rapid grassroots.
And specifically on White Marlin too, it's a species that, like many billfish, we don't know a lot about. All right, what we have here is a pop-off satellite tag by Wildlife Computers. They can help to show us not only where these fish migrate on a more regular basis versus a traditional tag, which should only give you a point A and point B. For example, we just got a White Marlin recapture that went transatlantic with a traditional tag, and the first of its kind in over 30 years of our program, which is amazing. When we received word, probably about a week ago, that Skillie Project was able to deploy a tag with Sammy from the University of Maine, the text chain blew up, so to speak. I know for myself and the scientists and a number of the other organizations and individuals involved, we were all excited to have, to notch that first one under the belt, and we've been lucky enough to be able to deploy several more. I think there's a lot of opportunity for us not only to learn, but then to use what we learn to help with future management of the species, which will then obviously in turn help the fishery here and help the community here.
Most good fishermen are conservationists at heart.
Nantucket Island, wait for